Guess who's Bizak? The Shrobank Show. I got my dog, Rated R Randy.
Yes, sir.
I got my man, Papa Schroeder.
Let's get it.
And I got the one-time name for my man, MDJ, and that stands for Mary. God damn it. God damn it. Nah, leave that there. Fuck it, yeah. I tried to find the pocket. I couldn't find it. But yeah, this is a new married man, and I'm Rowdy Ray. And welcome back to the Shrobank Show.
The unholiest podcast in KC is back.
I don't know if we can take that title, bro. It might be somebody weird out there that's like doing Satanistic rituals on the podcast.
All I'm saying is...
I'll take the title of filthiest, though.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Filthiest podcast in KC.
All you need to know is listen to that Ramp to Hell episode.
Yeah, the Ramp to Hell episode.
That's all you need to know. Maybe don't listen to it. I don't know.
Low key,
Nah,
bro.
listen to that shit.
Nah.
Bump that shit.
Nah, niggas need
Bump
to go
that
home and go
shit.
say 20 Hail Marys, bro.
Put your mouth in the car. Bump that shit.
Oh, man. It's so nice to be back, y'all.
Yes.
Facts.
It is, yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah, a lot of craziness.
Yeah,
a lot
man.
of craziness.
A lot of craziness.
EDJ getting married.
Wow.
Had some technical difficulties with Papa Schroeder's laptop.
Yeah.
Yep.
But thank God the missus came through with the clutch.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Yes. So let's get right into it with the marriage talk.
Let's get right into
Let's get right into it.
marriage, man. How that shit feel?
The same.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it's not like it was, 40, 30, even 30 years ago when you didn't live together until you got married.
Yeah.
That shit's weird.
It's just,
Y'all
it's
shacking up.
Man, but that's still a thing. Like, just to
Yeah,
be real,
it is.
because
I know.
man, people where I'm from.
Look at you sideways, don't
Yeah.
you? You get a side eye.
The crazy
Yeah.
part, bro, I was just talking to my brother because he moved in with his girl. And my dad had I'm probably not supposed to be talking about this for real, but fuck you, for the podcast, right?
For the pod.
For the pod.
My pops had a real, big problem with it. And my pops is from the deep south in Georgia, traditional,
All the
stern
way.
black church.
Yeah.
So, he was like, I don't agree with you guys not being married and y'all living together and, paying bills and splitting bills like y'all married and shit like that. And, that just really sits wrong with him.
That's you can't that never made sense to me. Like, I can't take a trial run on marriage.
Exactly. To me, it's stupid. To me, it's stupid, but to them, that's how they're, that's all they know.
Yeah, and this the whole thing though. A lot of times, man, I feel like marriage was more so out of necessity back then. You know what I'm saying? 50, 60 years ago, you know what I'm saying? People had to live together. If you really like somebody, you had to pin that lady down or that man down, because that was the only way y'all was gonna make it. Somebody had to take care of the house. Somebody had to go out and make the money, right?
But
It's not really that way no more.
I think it is. I think it is.
I don't know. I'm saying in this day and age, the lady can't just solely be at the house.
Well, yeah, okay, I feel
That's
you
true.
there.
She got to at least have a part-time job,
Yeah.
15, 20 hours a week. That's the only way, in this economic climate we live in, that's the only way it's going to work.
Well,
unless you making just bread like that.
right. Well, at least at our age. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, because when you get older, if you have a career, you may not have to have people with two different jobs. But
And-
at least at this point in our lives and our ages, both of you need to have a job, if not two.
And even if you don't necessarily to make ends meet, you know what I mean? You're still going to be living paycheck to paycheck, but just to have another stream of income.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to have, you need that cushion. Because if not, you're literally just treading water at that point.
Yeah.
Word. But let's bring it back to EDJ, man.
Yeah.
Or MDJ.
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 The marriage, man.
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J.
Like my man Papa Show said earlier.
Mary J.
So everything's pretty much the same. y'all... Are the arguments any spicier or?
No,
Really?
honestly, I think it's less, and mostly because that has to do with the stress of potentially getting married, and then the wedding, and then once that you hit the climactic point of getting married, it just kind of all falls off from there, because you had the build up to getting married, you had the build up to the wedding and everything, and now it's just on to the next thing, and
It definitely
Does
falls
it-
off.
yeah.
Does it feel better now, though?
It feels better. I mean, once you get to that certain point in the relationship, you're just ready for it to be over with. And now that it's over, it feels pretty much it's good, but it feels the same, honestly.
Hey, how long were you with your now wife before you tied the knot?
We passed 3 years, like 2 weeks before the wedding.
Nice.
So I can't remember, probably like a year and a half in, we got engaged, and so more or less 3 years.
A year and a half, y'all got engaged?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I don't know, man.
Think it's too quick, or
Nah, I'm just a nigga about it. I'm gonna keep it real. I
The whole
will.
bean.
Yes, bro. I will string this along as long as I can until like literally the pressure is put on me to. I watched. You don't know how many aunties I have that was just girlfriends of my uncles for years until like I was like 15, and then they like, yeah, I'm finally getting married to your Aunt Cookie. Like, what you mean? I thought y'all was married. So yeah, man. That's just the way I've always seen it. So, 18 months. 18 months.
Yeah, that's quick.
That's 2 babies.
I ain't just like I honestly commend it.
Oh yeah, no.
Because you knew what you wanted and you went for it.
Yeah, you gotta have some balls to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I
real.
mean,
Absolutely.
and have you, I guess Levi's out of this, but have you two seen what's out there?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Like, why you think I'm looking at you sideways for the 18 months? So, I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, you trying to lock up this scarce product, essentially.
We waiting till these bitches grow up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need Hot Girl Summers to be, Sad Bitch Falls or some shit like that. No? Oh, okay.
No, I'm with it.
Okay.
That was a win.
I'm just laughing over here. All right,
Yeah, that was a win.
Cause yeah, nah, bro. I need after they done fucked and sucked themselves into a goddamn depression, and then they ready to cleanse them sins. Then we could talk.
Rowdy Ray, ladies and gentlemen.
How do
Rowdy
they clean their sins, dog? They gotta pour the Henny.
Gotta get the Douce.
Sign of the cross
Real
and the
shit.
Douce.
Gotta anoint themselves with the Douce, bro.
I don't know, the bitch.
Cause yeah, bro, this shit ain't cool, boy. You know what's the only caveat to that though, bro? You gonna have to play stepdad after all these hot bitch summers, like Hot Girl Summers and shit. Cause I know a lot of niggas ain't down for it. I'm cool with it. I'm personally fine. I just know a lot of motherfuckers are like they have a real issue with being a stepdad, bro.
Bro, you gotta humble yourself.
Yeah,
That's really what it takes.
Yeah.
You gotta humble yourself.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of it is just ego when you can't really. If you're not accepting playing a stepdad role, it's really like a lot of ego
yeah,
in that shit.
yeah. That's all.
Being
I was
stepdad's
getting ready to
lit.
say that's a good segue for you. What
Yeah, I was about to
what
say,
did you
yeah.
think when you first started dating your future wife and you thought she had a kid? What was your thoughts on that?
I mean, really, I didn't think too much about it, especially coming from my upbringing where I had a stepdad. Like, I think that it actually helped me a little bit just to understand. It's like you're there to kind of play the role, but don't play it too much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you don't want that kid to think like, well, you're not my dad, so stop.
You're
know,
not
like,
my dad.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want none of them type of moments. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually.
Oh yeah, bro.
You know, and I know that at some point that's gonna happen, and that's okay. But I think at the end of the day, just playing stepdad is kind of really just
low key, bro. Cause
diet version of being like a real dad.
Yeah,
'Cause you
yeah,
get
that's
all
all
the
it
good
is.
parts
'Cause
without the bad. It's
like
great.
all the anger and shit is just gonna be held at the real dad, and like you just
Exactly.
get to be the cool one. Like, hey, you wanna go get some ice cream? Yeah.
Bro, exactly. So like at the end of the day, it is a lot of ego shit when you don't want to play that role. But at the end of the day, dude, it's
You know what I
actually a
realized,
pretty
though?
solid role.
It's kind of crazy because like if you look at it on the flip side too, like active dads in their like kids' lives, bro, like the dating market for them is low key tough too.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Cause like people are selfish. Like young people, they're fucking selfish. They
Yeah.
just want that person. And then when you tell them like, hey, I got this, obligation, I got this responsibility, it's a turnoff. You know what I'm saying? Cause like they just want this like exclusive access to you. Like nobody else should have this much access to you but me. And it's like weird because like you're competing for different types of affection with a child.
Yeah, I feel that.
You're being
I think
weird.
I think that comes with maturity.
Oh,
in
for
a
sure.
big way. Because I feel that, and people like are gonna feel that way, and of wanting all of someone's attention. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, especially now having a kid, like you just gotta find the medium ground, and you gotta understand like your partner. But that goes for like all kids, I think. Your kids, step kids, whatever kids.
You know what I noticed before I got in, tied in the relationship? There are a lot of, well, even in the relationship, there are a lot of women that have kids that really are so picky on who they let in.
Yep.
Yeah.
As they should, to me.
Well, right, but I mean, at the same time, it just comes across wrong. Like, it just
think
comes...
so?
I think it does.
Eric telling these bitches to settle.
No,
Bitch, you got a kid with no father figure, see?
The price went down, bitch. The price
just went down.
I feel like that's kind of almost fair from what you're saying, but at the end of the day, you also got to think about, that person has to, because my fiance was definitely that way, right. And I think you just got to look at it as they just want like the right person that's gonna have that maturity level to be able to.
You know what though?
Handle the situation.
I typically see that like that type of behavior with what I perceive as good mothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
The shitty mothers are any and everybody.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, bro, you don't know what he really like or what that person is really like, because I ain't just gonna assume that they still like, the opposite sex afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like most of the time I see that out of like behavior out of good mothers. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, should they like temper their expectations a bit? Because your White and Sean, like, Sean and Armour probably might not be coming when you think. You know what I'm saying?
Or in the form you want him to come in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It might come in a different form. Like, he might be a little ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the cards you dealt now. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta wait. Probably just gotta wait.
And develop yourself. And plus, I'll say this, it's easier to date once the child is like out of its infant stages, a little bit past the toddler stage. You know what I'm saying? Like once they finally like get into school and you can get a decent rhythm, that's typically like when I feel like dating really opens up for single parents.
Yeah,
that's true. Speaking of dating, what do you guys feel, or what age do you feel you should be responsible, male or female? I know it's typically dependent on females, but we'll throw in the males since we're such a politically correct podcast. What age do you guys feel like you have to take responsibility for hoeing around?
Yes.
Because I mean, I came from Liberty, and everyone says I've never, out of all the schools, I hardly saw any Liberty guy dated a Liberty girl. Every other dude dated a Liberty girl because guys wanted Liberty girls. I don't blame him, but
is Eric trying to act like Liberty had the baddest bitches in the Northland?
They kind of did.
No,
I'm not going.
Park Hill had elite tier women. Like the Park Hill district. I said had.
No, but I feel with you. I know. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I know.
Nah, because I was just like, now I know, like, this the whole thing. Nobody ever wants to date within a district. It's fucking gross. Because the second you do it, everybody knows your business, right? If like it takes a little while for that news to travel over from another district. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in HBCUs and shit. Like nobody ever wants to date somebody who goes to their college. It doesn't work well. It just doesn't work. But yeah, back to the original.
I mean, one of my observations with everything, man, is I definitely noticed that it's way more frowned upon when you have those whole tendencies at an earlier age. And I think rightfully so, because
I think it should be.
Rightfully so, because you don't want a younger person going down that path. But at the same time, I think if you're looking at it realistically, shit happens, right?
Yep.
And younger people are gonna get into whatever the fuck they're gonna get into, whether that's based on the traumas they dealt with, or that's just what the fuck they want to get into. You know what I'm saying? And I just noticed that when you're older, it's basically encouraged for you to be on some hoe shit.
When we get older, or when we're younger?
No, when you're older. When you're older, it's encouraged.
I think
mainly for women.
I think it's always encouraged.
For women, yes. I think it is. For
I don't
women.
think it's always encouraged for women because if you're doing that shit in high school, you're the high school slut.
Okay, fair. I just
And then
mean,
there's
like,
a stigma that comes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything around us, everything is so
But when you're
hyper sex and,
yeah, but when you're when you're college and up, like from like 18
Yeah,
to like
that's
25,
fair, yeah.
it's encouraged. Like you're
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Them is your whole years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially college. You go up to college.
Yes.
That's almost expected, right?
Yeah. That's when like all the what the fuck was I trying to say? Experimentations go on and all that shit. Like that's most of the time like what is it? Like they join sororities and then like they get hazed. Like they have to do some weird shit to get in.
Ray's going down a dark path.
Yeah. We already went down this ramp, right?
Shit. I mean, fuck. It happens, right?
Yeah.
Because like this is like at that point in time, that's when you see most girls try porn. Like they just explore their sexuality, right? Mm-hmm. That's when it's encouraged because like nobody wants to get married and just be like, wow, like I could have did some cool shit like that, or like what they deem as cool. That'd be kind of shitty, right?
That's true, but I think some people don't view that stuff as cool though, and I think there's a lot of people that view that stuff as degrading or
see, and that's to me to an extent that sounds like repressed, like they're repressing it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Like a lot of times, because like you see this all the time. You see these older women, they finally get a divorce at like 42, and then they just go buck wild. It's like keeping a child like locked up in the house, and then when they finally get out, they go crazy.
But I think that's different though. I think then they feel like now I have to go do that because how am I going to get a new whatever at this point in my life because I'm 42, I have maybe 1 or 2 kids. Like who's going to want to do that with me now? That's why I feel like it's different and they revert back to their college years because they feel like they have to go out.
I'm saying a lot of times, like I want to say a lot of times, but like sometimes they don't even have like those quote unquote college like glory years to like go off of. You know what I'm saying? Like they just like a lot of times they married the high school sweetheart and try to have a family, didn't work out. And now, like, they're back at square one without having quote-unquote glory years. So they're going to try to create those glory years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It like, just a lot of times, I just don't think people should be so down on it. You know what I mean?
I would say I think it's great to be a late bloomer in that regard. Just because you should, in theory, you're more equipped to handle that type of shit
mentally.
When you get older.
Exactly.
In theory,
mentally you are.
But however, I feel like, and I'm not saying when you're younger you should be doing whatever the fuck you want to do, but I don't think you should be shunned for it. I think a lot of the times we need to look to see what the fuck is going on in their lives, because a lot of times that's what's guiding them to that life.
You know what though? See, that's the thing that gets me the most, right? Is that a lot of times when people are, these pleasure seekers, it's a form of escapism, right? Mm-hmm. And like more often than not, you see trauma leading to this, right? Mm-hmm. There was something traumatic that happened,
right? And
then now they, exhibit X behavior, right? Mm-hmm. They hate when you bring, like, I've noticed this, like, people hate when you bring that up, like.
Absolutely.
Because, like, bro, it's so fucked up, but, like, I've seen so many interviews of, like, former porn stars and whatnot, like, they was turned out at a young age. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, like, let me fix that, not turned out, but, like, they were, like, essentially corrupted at a young age. Like, these women, they either were, like, touched by an older family member or, like, had a premature sexual experience, and it led to this path, right? Mm-hmm. Why is that never the case? Now, I understand if, like, they're a full-fledged adult and this is what they want to do, they can commit to it. That makes more sense. But a lot of times, like, when these kids are out here wilding out like that, there's something lacking at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because nobody ever wants to go back and do the dirty work of saying, hey, it must be some fucked up shit that's in your past. We're looking at, especially in high school or whatever, your younger years, like, you're looking at it like, no, right now, you want some hoe shit. That's how they're looking at it. Nobody that young cares to go back and say, you know what, maybe some fucked up occurrences.
You know what, you're right, because it's so easy to just dismiss it as some hoe shit.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, it's like a Band-Aid, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just an easy label you can slap on it, like, fucking hoe. Why? Why are they being a hoe? Let's delve into like why are they exhibiting hoe behavior?
But at that age, do we really care?
We really should.
No, yeah, at that age you don't care. That's what I'm saying. At
They
that
don't
age,
care.
We don't care.
Yeah, they don't,
Yeah,
and they should.
Right, but now I think we're looking at it through a different, window because we're older now.
Absolutely.
And we look back at it, but back then, I don't know of anyone who wouldn't have tried to get with that girl.
But here's my point, because with these younger kids, they're so impressionable and they want to be like older adults.
Right.
So how about you take one of these characteristics, take something positive from us, and really start examining people's past lives and having that empathy with them. Since you want to take everything else from adults, take that as well. Being able to be empathetic about people's past.
But would you have been able to do that at that age?
No, but that's
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah.
Well, I was, because I was more mature than a lot of people.
Fair enough.
But I'm saying a lot of young people are very impressionable and they take a lot of things from adults now more so than ever. So take one of these positive characteristics also.
But that's so much harder to do than take the negative.
It is. But I'm challenging you, because
I hear you.
you can
yeah.
do all that fuck shit. Take something. Take
some positive shit. Yeah. At least take a little bit with you of the positive. And really with these kids nowadays, man, they're exposed to so much more with social media.
And then, I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, you know how we was kind of going on like about porn and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That shit corrupts their little fucking minds, bro.
Yeah.
They have like a fucked up view
and
of
how
what sex is
easy,
supposed to.
how
Bro,
easy it is to
everybody has
access
a smartphone.
Everybody has a smartphone. You can pop on the internet. You remember when we was that age?
Bro, we had
you
to-
hit the internet button, you was like, oh, shit.
shit.
Hold on, I'm about to put you on blast for a second. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
damn.
But
you out.
do you remember when you downloaded those videos on your PlayStation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still, it's
that-
always been
that's what we used to
easy.
do, though.
Yeah.
And it's so different. It's so much easier now than
Right.
it is then. Like you had
Because
to,
you had to do some work
right,
back then. You know what I
you
mean?
had to know what the websites were because they weren't really publicized back then.
And now everybody knows about Pornhub.
Right.
Everybody
Bro,
knows
it's a
about
fucking
Pornhub.
meme.
It's a fucking meme.
And it wasn't even Pornhub. It was like Girls Gone Wild.
The trailers. The
Just
fucking
the trailers.
trailers.
Commercials and shit.
Bro, Risque for us was like the Victoria's Secret modeling
Yes.
thing. You remember that?
Yes.
See?
Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated like
Yep.
that. I'm gonna be real. Like you had to use more imagination back then, or like if you had a big brother or an older cousin or something, like you had to sneak into their closet and like know exactly where their porn stash was and
Yep.
shit like that.
Speaking of that reminds me of, I used to walk home from school all the time, and one time me and a couple of friends walking home across the street from school found a whole porno mag, and it was just like,
It was like the Holy Grail.
Oh.
Yep.
we found a whole porno mag.
Bro.
Like,
Yeah, man. And like nowadays, bro, it be whole porn clips circulating on regular, like on Twitter.
oh
IG.
yeah, because Twitter, you can post anything.
Bro,
on
you
there. They
remember
don't
like
take nothing down.
do y'all
like
remember
that.
like 2-3 years ago when like Facebook was just basically porn?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like you just couldn't go without seeing it on fucking Facebook.
or how many like stupid ass like fake accounts of just like random like women messaging you, hey, you trying to have a good time, or like some wild shit like
Yeah,
that.
bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
it's crazy
It's
out here
everywhere, man.
nowadays,
Bro.
and it is everywhere. And even when we were younger, like it was still everywhere, but it wasn't everywhere. If that makes sense,
Yeah,
you know what I
bro.
mean? It was a lot of alluding to it, and nowadays it's just it's
Straight
there.
to it.
it's
right
outright,
there.
yeah. Ain't no faking with them, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna get off that shit though, because we don't want people thinking we are porn crazed
Yeah, man.
podcast. We go off the rails, but we ain't,
Not all the time.
Yeah.
Not that far. We go off the rails, just not that far, bro. We was in the woods at that
It
point.
was.
Yeah.
No path in sight.
So, congrats to EDJ,
Yes.
For
MDJ
sure.
on the marriage. You threw your life away, but it's all good. I hope everything works out for
He's
you.
gonna have a long, great marriage, successful.
Hey, put that in the fucking universe.
Yes.
Successful? Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah,
You know, for his
sure,
sake.
for sure.
Speaking of putting things in the universe, how about we put this in the universe? Have you seen New England's combined schedule winning percentage? Have you
Yeah.
seen it, Ravion?
I actually have.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. I
The
have.
only team they played that is a winning record is the Buffalo Bills, and they almost lost that game.
Your point?
I don't know. They look good though.
No, they don't. They've played the high school C team 5 times this year. They've played the Jets twice already. They've played Miami already. They've played the Giants already. And the only team they played is Buffalo, and they couldn't move the ball worth a shit. And the only reason they beat Buffalo because Buffalo doesn't have. So you're gonna sit there and tell me ESPN, NFL that you're gonna put New England at 1? Really?
They
Thought
did
you-
just win a championship.
But they have the easiest schedule in the league. If they had a hard schedule, I would respect it. But it doesn't get hard until what? They play Houston because Philly sucks. They're going to beat Philadelphia. And then they have to play Houston. And then they have to play somebody else. And then
Not
they
to
play
mention,
us.
hold on. Didn't we play the Steelers when Big Ben was still healthy?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, week 1.
Yeah, we did.
Did
and
you?
we shut them out. Like,
So
what
he was
the?
trash though.
The Steelers
Yeah, I was about to say the
suck.
Steelers
Okay.
have been a shell of themselves all year, and still, when you go back to the winning percentage thing, I mean, what's the Steelers' record?
Shit.
Okay, all right.
Because what?
Their defense is shaky.
Because what? Yeah, we got the Browns up next. Cool test to beat the Ravens. Texans, Chiefs.
Hey, that'll be a good test.
The Ravens?
Ravens will be a
Right,
good test.
yeah.
Lamar Jackson gonna run.
I think
Lamar Jackson's about to run on.
Bro, really?
if it wasn't Bill Belichick, I would say that'd be a good test.
I feel it. I
But
feel
Yeah.
it.
Bill Belichick is just such a good coach.
I'm
against stuff like
with you
that.
on that one. Yeah.
But I mean, like, they have a winning record. If I'm not mistaken, what they're 5-2.
Now
Yeah,
now they're playing teams that have winning records, but everyone's talking about how great this defense is. But they have
They haven't played
What they
anybody.
played?
yet.
They're shutting people out how they're supposed to, right? These shitty teams, right? They're not letting these shitty teams.
Okay,
get a
but
leg up.
let's not go into how great they are right now until we actually see them play a real team. You know what I'm saying?
and they don't play a real team till Baltimore.
It's the same thing like the Lamar Jackson thing. When we had the Lamar Jackson debate, like we hadn't really seen him play any real competition yet this season. You know what I'm saying? It's like let's not sing praises so much at this moment until we really know what you really
Okay,
are.
so if
You
that's
know
the
what
case,
I'm saying?
what team do you think is just outright better than the Patriots?
Oh,
Crickets.
I'm just like.
Oh yeah, no, I know you
Which
just
team is
playing the
better?
hype, man. Yeah, just like outright better that you think just the Patriots will lose to.
Wait.
I don't know, but
The fucking Niners.
No,
I was just like, no, bro. Jimmy G is a fucking game
the
manager
Saints
now.
look pretty
I
good
was
though.
gonna say the Saints.
Out
would be-
now,
But hey, he's a game manager, right? That's all you need to win a Super Bowl and multiple Super Bowls. Tom Brady showed us that over time. Because all Tom Brady is.
but
is
he
a
can
game
still
manager.
make a play though.
True.
He can make a play, but I mean, at the end of the day, he's a game manager. He throws dink and dump passes, and that's how he wins games. It's part of the system.
His IQ different though.
I agree with you. I'm not saying that. He is A+++ game manager. 100 overall game manager.
Are you a game manager putting up the stats he puts up?
What stats does he put up? Because he only put up 25 touchdowns last year.
Didn't he have like a game with 300 something? I mean, he has.
A game?
I'm like, all right.
And you can still throw 3 football fields, dinking and dumping when you run the ball.
That's true.
I mean,
10,
yeah.
Hasn't he
15
had like
times.
he's had a 5,000 yard season?
No.
No.
You know what?
With Randy Moss?
No, I don't.
No.
I
He
think
had a lot of touchdowns that year.
yeah, he had 50 plus touchdowns.
Gotcha.
Or excuse me, 50 straight 50. I won't say plus. My bad.
And like that's something me and Ray have argued about for years, the game manager thing. I'm not taking anything away from Brady by calling him a game manager.
Because, bro, that's just a
There's
demeaning
different
term.
I feel you, but
See,
at the same time, there's different levels to that shit. I'm not calling him Alex Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
but then again,
But the man doesn't throw the football down the field very often.
He did. He actually has have a
Does
5,000
he?
yard
Okay.
season.
Okay.
What year was that? Sorry.
2011.
All
Okay,
right,
okay,
all right.
go ahead.
Sorry.
But then again, I mean, calling somebody Alex Smith isn't that big of a disservice. I mean,
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Tom,
really
calling
not.
Tom
Yes,
Brady
it is.
that is.
Calling Tom Brady
Yeah,
Alex
yeah,
Smith
Tom
is
Brady,
bad
that is
disrespectful.
Sure,
Yeah.
but I mean, calling a decent quarterback Alex Smith isn't the worst
I
thing
guess
to
if
be
you
called.
called Kirk Cousins Alex Smith, that would be a
Well, that's
very
a
high
disrespectful
compliment.
to Alex Smith.
That's disrespectful, Alex Smith.
Yeah. Ray is officially off the Kirk Cousins train.
Yeah.
The first 4 weeks was shit and 100, and so now he's shining. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the stink to come back on him at this point.
Yeah.
It's coming. We know. But yeah, he Yeah, like on average, he's a 4,000 yard guy.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
4,000, 4,500. I like is that game manager? I thought like game manager was like 35 to like 3,900.
He's not a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so quick question. So like there's pretty much like no middle ground, right? Is what I'm starting to see.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I mean, because what else do you call that in the middle? You know,
'Cause, like,
I'm not gonna call him
okay.
a gunslinger. He's not just firing the ball everywhere.
I got you. Okay, because essentially it's like rounding up, right? So like, you know, if he's above 5, he's a gunslinger. If he's below 5, he's a game manager. He just happens to be like right in like a true neutral between gunslinger and game manager, just leaning a bit more towards game manager.
Right, but at the same time, in that system, I mean, that's all you.
You don't need him. You don't need him to do
Exactly,
it.
and I don't think Belichick would want that.
Fuck no.
You know what
that's
I'm saying?
That's too many risks.
And that's kind of what I'm meaning by that is that, you know, Tom Brady is probably the greatest game manager ever in football. Maybe Peyton Manning, but
You think Peyton Manning's a game manager?
well, as a game manager, I mean, he can manage the fuck out of a game.
Because I was just like,
at the same time, I mean, these terms are all just terms at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, when I'm thinking game manager and thinking Tom Brady, I'm thinking, like, he can make anything happen. As in, I can, you know, start this drive off and I can dink and dump my way down the field. I just got to find the open man, you know?
Fair enough.
And you don't need to throw a 50-yard bomb to be successful in the NFL. And that's been proven. I mean, Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. All you need is the right system around you, and that's why Brady's been so good. That's why Belichick does not mind moving on from Brady and has tried to.
And Kraft ain't letting that happen, G.
Right, and at the end of the day, I mean, it kind of goes back to I saw a tweet about talking about individuals and stuff, but at the end of the day in football, you need everybody else around you performing. Tom Brady would not be Tom Brady in, say, Baltimore or in any other organization, really. If he would have got drafted anywhere else in the NFL, he would not be the same quarterback. We would not be talking about Tom Brady being the greatest of all time. He got drafted by Belichick, and Belichick turned him into what... I don't want to say he turned him into what he'd be, but with Belichick's system, Brady's credentials and what he's good at has made him the greatest quarterback of all time. And I think any player in the history, besides maybe a few guys like Deion Sanders or maybe like a Jerry Rice that's just insane talent level, Calvin Johnson, guys like that
perfect storm, essentially.
Exactly, and they transcend, you know, because they're just so
talented,
good
yes.
and talented, and just God-given talent that really anybody in the NFL has to find the right place, right time and place to be great, I think. Because you have 10 other guys on the football field around you that is uplifting you to be better than what you are, essentially.
You know what?
Tom Brady wouldn't be shit if he had 5 shitty offensive linemen. Or, you know, 5 average linemen and a shitty blocking scheme. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right.
So there's just so many layers to everything. Even Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes wasn't a winning quarterback at Texas Tech.
Sure wasn't.
You know?
You know what, though? Because I get depressed when I think about this shit on the regular. I need New England to trade for Josh Rosen.
Speaking of which, New England fucked up this week.
Why do you want Josh Rosen?
Because he's gotten a raw fucking deal.
He has got a raw deal, 1. And 2, I was just saying, that system. I mean, I don't think you need the greatest quarterback.
Exactly.
Be in that system.
I know he's not a fucking world beater. That's the whole thing. I know he's not, right? But I know he can make us win.
Guy that's willing to put in the time and effort. If you're willing to put in that game planning effort and really know the tendencies, because I guarantee you, Brady can come to the line of scrimmage and say, the safety's going to do this, that corner's going to do that linebacker's going to do this, and they're all going to do it. Because he's fucking watched tape after tape all week.
Right, look what he did in the AFC Championship game.
Exactly.
He had 3 third-down and 10s and converted all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew exactly what was going to happen every single time. Now, he
That's
did,
not
he
that
did,
hard against Bob
He did
Sutton.
throw an interception, and the game was over.
Right.
And he didn't play the best. We'll not talk about that. But he does know how to manage the game because he knows what you're going to do. And that's just how Tom Brady is. But I got to see him play somebody.
Rowdy Ray.
Okay.
Your Patriots, I'm going back to this point. They fucked up. They gave a second-round pick for Mohamed Sanu.
They gave a second round from
A
Mohamed
second
Sanu?
round.
Ooh.
See, you know what, man?
They overpaid.
You think so?
I think so.
Mohamed
think so?
Sanu is a fucking dog, bro.
He is nice, but they overpaid. They could have got him for cheaper, but
But you gotta-
I understand why they did it. With Josh Gordon going on IR, and
Sometimes
them
you
having
gotta pay
the
that price.
Sometimes you got to pay that price. And with the Patriots, they're cool with that. You know what I mean?
Bro, new in that system about to be a dog.
Because I was about to say, I was like, bro,
We'll see.
all we do is get undrafted free agents and turn these motherfuckers into Pro Bowls. Pro Bowlers, excuse me.
I almost feel like if he's not troubled, I don't know if he's gonna work or not in that system. If he's troubled, oh, he's fucking good. Oh, he's fucking good in that
Sanu?
system. Anybody, I'm just saying, like, if you're coming from a troubled past and
gotcha.
going to New England, oh, you're fucking golden.
That's actually a fact.
If you're just a regular NFL player that does what he's supposed to do and goes to New England, I'm thinking of Brandon Cooks when I say this.
He had an okay year.
maybe.
That is
like,
exactly. He had an okay
That's
year.
a fucking great take.
Nah, it really is,
That
bro.
is a great take.
Bro, we are the fucking halfway house of the NFL, bro.
But but I think those type
Come
of
here.
players respect the discipline more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
totally agree with
they
you.
require the discipline.
bro, because it's
Even
kind of
AB just in the one game. I mean,
he did good.
Yeah.
Cause you know what, bro? I kind of realized that like low key, we're all still kids and we crave that discipline. People,
That's a
is a
fact.
fact.
people
That's a fact.
want discipline,
Yeah.
bro. And like Belichick is like the ultimate dad.
He really is.
That's
He's that ultimate dad that you just want to make proud.
real shit.
You know what I mean?
I'll
At the
make you
end of
proud,
the day,
daddy.
he just,
All that
Cause you
good
know
shit.
he ain't cracking a smile.
Hell no. Except, funny thing is, he actually cracked a smile last game.
Yeah.
That's only because we was up 33-zip.
Hey, when he does smile though, it is the weirdest fucking shit,
Bro, because he just looked like
he doesn't know how to
bro,
smile.
dead ass. He looked like he just got away with murder.
Really?
Every time.
He doesn't know how to smile, man.
It's low key, bro. I don't like seeing him smile.
Yeah.
I think Andy Reid has that same effect on players that are considered troubled.
Yeah,
I
feel
kind
you.
of.
In
Yeah.
a different way.
In a different
Yeah.
way.
Different way.
Yeah, he's like more big brotherish.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
was just about to
saying?
say,
Like
Does
on
that
some
mean-
gridiron gang
that's
shit.
all right. Don't worry about it. We're gonna figure it
We're
out.
gonna work
You know what?
hard
We're gonna
and we're
get
gonna
on the
fix
right
you.
path. Exactly. Yeah.
He said he
God.
gonna fix me, y'all.
I fucking love it.
I think more than I think Andy Reid's like the granddad, like the grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
he
that's
got
a
more
perfect way to
grandpa
put
in
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's Pawpaw.
Hey, them videos when he be coming in the locker room. How about those cheese?
that
Bro,
shit be
them
killing
videos-
because it's so fucking cringy, but you can't get mad at it, bro.
Right. He's
How
just
about
having
those?
a good time, man. He's just having a good time.
Because I don't think we talk about Michael Vick in the same light if he doesn't go to Andy Reid. On
That
the-
is a
on the-
fact.
Oh, that's a big fact.
That's a big fact.
That's a
Boy.
big fact.
The resurrection.
Andy Reid saved Michael Vick's career.
Yeah.
I mean, without a doubt. And I think Andy Reid has saved Tyreek Hill's career. I don't think Tyreek Hill's the same guy if he goes anywhere else either.
Unless he was
That's
the
a
Patriots.
Shit, Pat Mahomes, same thing. Honestly, I mean, nothing.
No, because
bad
like
has
he
happened
needed
with
that
him, but
that
yeah.
mold, yeah. Because like Patrick Mahomes, he's probably just like low key, bro. He'd be like an upgraded Blake.
Disrespectful.
I said an
But
upgraded.
he's right. I mean, at the end of the
Pat
day, I
Mahomes
think
likes
he's
to
right.
sling it, bro.
Yeah.
He likes to sling it. Doesn't give a single
But
shit.
I think he has way more talent than Blake Bortles has in his finger. I mean,
I mean,
That's a little disrespectful, but I mean, you might
you're
be on
going to
something.
consider Blake Bortles on the same talent level as Patrick Mahomes.
No, this
Okay.
is where This
See?
goes back to kind of what I was talking about
I hate
earlier.
Chiefs fans. This is why I hate
Hey,
Chiefs fans.
but this is going back to what I was
But
talking
that's a
about
serious
earlier.
question. Do you really consider Blake Bortles?
I'm not putting them in the same sentence.
No.
Being real.
Okay, no, I'm.
But what I was saying earlier with the Patriots and Tom Brady, if Tom Brady wouldn't have found that system, wouldn't be in there with Belichick and the playbook that he has, you can have all the drive in the world, but if you're around a shitty 10 guys and a shitty coach, I mean, like look at Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford could probably be a great fucking NFL quarterback if he was in
all
a
that
better
bull-
system.
It's so sad. All he got is stats, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all he got.
That's what I'm saying. But guys like that, it's like if you don't find, just like Trent Dilfer. How the fuck did Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl?
Matt Ryan's kind of in the same boat.
All he
Fair.
got is stats.
Fair, yeah.
It's,
he took him to one Super Bowl, but yeah.
it's crazy because, like, what was it? When he went to the Super Bowl, he was an MVP caliber player, had a down year the year after that. Last year, he put up, like stupid stats. Like, Cuz had, like, what, 4,000 and, like, 700
We're
yards.
talking about Matt Ryan.
Yeah. Matty Ice.
How old is he now, though?
Matt Ryan's, like, 33.
That's
32.
still
He's
young.
not old,
Yeah.
but he's not young. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like dudes like that, you just wish the right coach had went there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like Dan Quinn was good for like those 2 years. Like for like
He fell off the face of the earth.
Jesus Christ, bro! How can you not like literally
Shanahan,
your
man.
defensive mind and like your offense is outperforming you.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk fucking Cotter is outperforming you. Dirk fucking Cotter.
But at the end of the day, you can't put that all on Dan Quinn. He's also got a defensive coordinator that's
I mean, at that
you
fuck
know,
take
drawing
over.
up plays and stuff. No, I understand. I mean, Andy Reid did that here with the offense at one point. I don't know who the coordinator was at that point.
When you first got here?
Yeah, because that was a while ago. Because we went through some fucking coordinators here.
Yeah.
With
then Matt
everybody
Nagy
taking them.
came, and
So
got
what? Did he
hired.
take over for Peterson?
No.
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 No, it was before Peterson.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Doug Peterson, Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Because
Vienna.
I was
And
just
now we got B-Enemy.
Mhm. Bro, he knows how to groom an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a fact.
Fuck. We have spent way too much time off of this. What about those NFL picks, player?
All right, let's go into our picks
Yeah.
real quick.
Low key, I felt the ramble coming.
I kind of feel you. So at this point in the year so far, you peasants all have shitty records.
Kiss my
This
ass.
kind of feels like when Levi would create his own guy in MLB or NFL and it miraculously be better than all of us, but it was actual stats and our actual athletic ability.
Yeah, bro.
Mhm.
I'm
And his-
Nostradamus over here. Listen. Okay, EDJ coming into this week, 39 and 36 total. Everybody got positive records, though.
I was like,
So-
bro, how's that shitty and I'm still over 500?
42 and 33 for Ray.
Yeah.
40 and 35 for my man Randy over here. And your boy, 49 and 31.
You were only 2 games above.
What? 49 to 42.
What?
That's not 2.
Levi cheated.
How?
He went back and changed some of his picks.
Listen
Fuck
here.
you.
Everything is
Kiss
in
my
here. It's
ass.
marked by pen, not pencil. I can't erase
Kiss
it. Fuck you.
My yes.
So I may only be 2 games ahead at 44.
Like I said,
'cause
I
can't
knew
read
it.
my own goddamn
I had to call
handwriting.
shenanigans on that shit.
But y'all all still peasants, and I'm ahead of y'all. All right, fuck y'all.
Fuck this dude, bro.
So let's get into this week, so I can kick y'all ass some more and get one more game ahead.
One
Peasants.
more game. Fuck out of here. Oh, I'm on your ass.
I'm on your ass.
Okay, so let's get into these picks.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can we? What's the Monday Night Football game, Levi?
Miami at Pittsburgh.
Miami and Pittsburgh.
Miami at Pittsburgh. Heinz Field.
Oh my
One of the biggest
god!
games of the season on Monday night.
Ow.
And it's
Does that count as the Tank Bowl?
Shit, what, Tank Bowl like 3 or something already this year? And we had a couple.
Nah, bro. We had the Super Tank Bowl.
This is a weird fucking year in the NFL, man.
Nothing makes sense.
A weird year that's like oddly predictable, but it's not at the same time, if that makes sense.
we're going back to the '90s. Buffalo and San Francisco are 2 of the best teams in the league.
Shit's weird, bro.
Yeah.
Shit's weird.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, me either.
Give me back
Not
the
really.
NFL I knew.
Yeah, so let's get right on to it. We're not going to talk about the Thursday night game too much because we're recording Thursday. By the time we put this out, it'll be past. Fuck, who is playing tonight?
I think
I had it pulled up, but I don't see
I don't
it.
know.
Huh. Give me a second. I feel like New England's playing tonight.
No, New England's playing
We're playing Sunday
afternoon.
night? Oh, okay. I mean, not Sunday, but
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, well, let's get right into Sunday while Rowdy Ray looks up tonight's game, Seattle at Atlanta. Atlanta's trash, Seattle, all the way.
That's a pretty easy one.
Come on, man.
Yeah. We all got Seattle across the board. Chargers at Bears in Chicago. I'm going Bears.
Trubisky is just so untrustworthy.
I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And
bro.
that defense can only do so much.
And then plus, like with Noah King
Fair.
Hicks, low key they've been a bad run defense.
Yeah, you are
Noah
right.
Akeem Hicks, bro. Because, like, you got to think about it. They've given up, like, 2 top 5, like, running back performances in the past 2 weeks. Josh Jacobs had a fucking field day, and who'd they play last week?
Fuck, who did they play last week? Wasn't the Giants, was it?
No. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't remember. So you guys are going with the Chargers? What about you, Randy? Chargers? Giants at Lions. In fact, you're throwing me off.
Use your fucking words.
Bro, that's why we wrote it down. I'll let y'all go over the specifics with the NFL shit. You got my answers, bro. Say my answers, bro.
So, Randy, who you got?
Say my fucking answers.
I said my answers, bro. Fuck this nigga, Randy. We want verbal confirmation, Randy. That's what the people want, Randy.
No, they don't.
That is.
No.
Randy.
We
That's
don't
not
have a camera yet. They can't see you nodding and...
pointing this shit.
You have my
This nigga
answers.
telling people to fucking steal third. This nigga.
All right, where the fuck were... Okay, Giants and Lions. We're all going Lions here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is not what people thought he was.
It's-
Well, he's what I thought he was, but
I won't say all that just yet. It's just
Yeah, I won't say that either.
no offensive line, poor offensive scheming.
No more Danny Dobbs?
I mean, same thing with Eli, though. I mean...
I mean, yeah, a case can be made for that, but
next game.
Y'all want to hear me talk about Eli?
No, I don't.
we're done.
All right, Jets at Jags.
Ugh.
Yuck.
Minshew.
Minshew Mafia.
Yeah, gotta go with the Jags.
Who you got, EDJ?
I'm going with the Jets because I feel like Sam Darnold will randomly go off like he did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Not
on the
mad at
fucking
it.
Cowboys.
I mean, he embarrassed himself on national television
I'm seeing ghosts.
Monday night, seeing ghosts.
I'm seeing ghosts.
The funny,
Did you see that meme? Where it was like stats on quarterbacks who have seen ghosts. Everybody's at 0 and Sam Darnold's at 4. Like, looking around, that shit was hilarious.
Oh fuck.
Bungles at Rams.
Rams.
even though the Rams are actually not very
They're
good.
not, dude. They're having offensive line troubles, and what do? Go and get another fucking cornerback.
They go and get Jalen
Yep.
Ramsey, who is going to do the same job Marcus Peters was doing for him.
Better.
Okay, better, one.
But he's
Two,
doing the same job. You're asking him to do the same thing.
I want to... keep going,
If
my
you
bad.
kept Marcus Peters, that's the help you need to get Marcus Peters into his career that he had in Kansas City. So why
That's
would
a
you
fact.
get rid of someone who needs help to be an elite corner? You
Because
just-
why not get somebody that doesn't need help to be an elite corner?
But it doesn't help your team. It keeps your team the same thing.
Yeah, kind of.
And they-
but
and
at
they
the
ha-
same time,
and-
it really just fucks them over in the long run.
Yeah, it's a lateral move, bro. They won't have a first round pick for what, 3 years, or was it 3 or 5 years?
I don't know.
And then you got to pay Jalen Ramsey all that money.
Next year.
And you had Eric Weddle.
Yes.
You have Eric
Exactly.
Weddle, and Marcus Peters wasn't doing
It
anything.
was something
and then-
we talked about in the offseason.
right. And then he goes to now the Baltimore has Earl Thomas, but
And guess what he did Sunday?
Pick
Had a
six.
Yep. Right back to his ways.
Right
Yep.
back to his old ways. So I want to talk directly to Chiefs Kingdom right now. Everybody in the kingdom. Like, we need a cornerback.
that's a stretch.
But okay, fair enough. But at the same time, who's paying him? Because we're not paying him. We have Chris Jones, Pat Mahomes. We just paid Tyreek Hill. Are you going to keep Sammy Watkins?
I was Jalen Ramsey is going to be a rent. That's what. I
But
was
why?
thinking about.
Why give up where you could draft instead of and going after somebody you know you're going to have to pay a lot of money and let walk? When at the end of the day, the Chiefs are still in rebuild mode, kind of. I mean, let's just be real about it. I mean, we're still kind of building this dynasty we want. Making moves like that is why the Rams won't be a top team in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 to 5. I'll give them
That's
that.
true.
But moves like that kill franchises. When you're just trying to win now, do anything to win now, that Jalen Ramsey deal is gonna bite them in the ass. I guarantee you.
Well, I mean, it's already taking effects now. I mean, they're not that great, and
Right.
and that win now attitude has hurt them.
Yeah. That's a fact.
And I don't want to see the Chiefs do shit like that because there's no reason for that, and that's exactly why we're kind of in the rut we're in at the moment. Is trading up for too many fucking players, whether it's Mahomes, Hardman. Granted, I mean, I'm glad we moved up to get Mahomes, but Hardman and you know, these defensive guys have just flopped left and right, and especially changing that system to 3-4-4-3. But anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest with the Jalen Ramsey thing, because I just keep on seeing people dogging the Chiefs for not making a move. Fuck that. We don't need to make a move. If we don't, I know everybody in Kansas City thinks it's Super Bowl or bust this year. It's not. At the end of the day, it's not.
You got an elite quarterback.
We have an elite quarterback. We're going to have him for a long time. And I'm
just shore up the offensive line.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, we better keep him healthy, though.
Exactly.
That's literally
shore up the offensive line
and
start getting better on defense. I mean, and at the end of the day, the chips will fall where they're supposed to.
Yep.
Listen, I think we'll get to the Chiefs here in a minute. Keep
Okay,
going.
yeah.
BT Dubs, Redskins versus Vikings is Thursday night.
horrendous.
Yeah, fucking yuck.
Cousins and his revenge.
You know what? Actually, that might be interesting to watch.
It's a
It might
double.
be an
I was like, it's a
interesting
double
game, yeah.
revenge
because
game.
Kirk
By the way,
Cousins is horrendous in prime
Adrian
time
Peterson.
games.
Oh yeah,
And Adrian
I didn't even
Peterson.
think about that. Yeah, you're right.
Adrian Peterson.
So where are we at? Tampa Bay going to Tennessee.
Another terrible game.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Tampa Bay. Me and Randy.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Now you got to read my answers.
Denver at Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, we're all going
That
Indy.
defense is
Indy.
something.
Indy 500.
Arizona at New Orleans. I'm going
New
all
Orleans.
Teddy Bridgewater undefeated this year.
Here's a good
Teddy B.
question: Do
Teddy
you
Two
sit
Gloves.
Breeze until the playoffs?
Nah, they going to bring him back.
But
What's
they're
his
going
timetable?
to. But do you?
He's already practicing.
But not
No
do
shit.
you? Because they're not going to. But should you? Is the better question.
How do you deal with Teddy Bridgewater? I think that is the bigger question and elephant in the room is what do you do with Teddy B?
Low key, I hope they shore him up as a solid backup. But if not,
He's a starter.
no, I'm saying like
Yeah.
any fledgling organization, Bears looking at you, go get Teddy B. He won't fuck up, and he might win you the game.
He's just got to stay.
That is great.
Trade Trubisky in a second,
Yeah.
third round pick.
Yes.
Go
Hey,
get
that
him.
would be
Go get him.
I think it'd be past the trade deadline at that point. I would.
And plus,
Where we at?
honestly,
what is this week? Week 8.
yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
So this is the last week to trade.
Yep. Last week.
So
Even
we
if
are
it
at
happens
trade
next
deadline.
year or something. I mean,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Or should
Teddy B has shown that he's an NFL quarterback this year, and
And
you
he
know
always
what?
he always can be, but he
Yeah.
was just injured every time. And
yeah.
he played for the Jets, and when they were terrible,
Boy,
and
that
Yeah.
was bad.
read the Rex Ryan era Jets.
Because, like, look, Matt Nagy, he'll scheme it just right for him.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, facts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, facts.
He'll make my favorite receiver in the league outside of Julio Jones, Allen Robinson, look like how he's supposed to. He'll
Yeah.
get back to fucking form.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Fuck Trubisky.
Carolina at San Francisco.
San Francisco's fraud, Carolina.
Ooh.
Niners, man.
Porn
Niners.
star Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oakland at Houston. I'm going Houston across the board
I
on
can
this
see
one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Houston, but I can see Oakland shot.
They could pull it off.
Even though I'm going to be mad if they beat Houston and we couldn't pull it off. It was,
Fair enough.
Injuries, whatever.
Injured Mahomes, different story. He's
Yeah.
healthy.
Cleveland at New England.
Come on.
You know, I'm going New England, but I could see this be that game that the Patriots like fumble away.
I
Just
can't.
because
Baker
there's
Mayfield
always
is
that
so
game.
terrible.
Yeah. Because
There's always that game.
yeah, how do you contain Nick Chubb?
Exactly.
You don't.
But at some point, you got to make Baker Mayfield throw the ball.
That's a
And
fact.
he's so terrible. And the fact that Colin Cowherd made it best, you know, he's just terrible. Why on earth is Baker Mayfield a starting quarterback in the NFL? Is the better question.
Why is he a starting quarterback?
Yes.
He shouldn't be a starting quarterback.
No. He's on the same boat as Jameis Winston. And they're literally two of the same
I wouldn't go that
quarterbacks.
far. It's
I
only his
I
second
think they
year.
deserve to be starting quarterbacks. I just think they're at the bottom of the starting quarterbacks.
I don't think they're much further away from Blake
Shit, I think
Bortles.
Jameis is playing better than Baker.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's a stretch.
I don't know,
Yeah, that's
bro.
a stretch.
That man had a 7 turnover game, bro.
He's always turning the ball, but he's just in terms of throwing the ball, he can throw the ball better than Baker.
Yeah.
when
I
he
think he's
actually
more
throws the
arm talent
fucking
than
ball,
Who?
Jameis.
Statue.
That motherfucker will hold. Oh my god, man,
Bro.
I've seen some quarterbacks in my days, But I don't think that I've seen anybody that's not on my team that I'm watching on Sunday that stresses me out as much as fucking James.
Oh,
does.
no, you think Jameis stresses you out? Mariota will stress you the fuck
Well,
out.
yeah,
I've almost
fair
pulled
enough.
out hair.
At least Mariota can fucking run though.
That's but he won't run anymore. He's like, oh, I'm done running.
I have not watched him play this
Oh,
season.
bro, the past 2 seasons, he's just been sitting there.
And just to be real honest, when I think about Mariota, I think of him throwing a touchdown pass to himself. Let's move on. Sunday Night Football, Green Bay at Kansas City.
Pack Arena.
Yeah, I'm actually rolling with the Packers on this one. I think with no Pat Mahomes, it's going to be really tough on us. That was really our saving grace through all of these injuries. But I think the Chiefs have a really good shot if Eric Fisher and Chris Jones come back. They're both practicing this week. They might be playing.
The scary part is they've been doing press conferences all week, and every single time they ask about Patrick Mahomes, they keep saying he's getting healthier, he's getting better, and they ask, is he out for Sunday? And every time they say no.
It's gamesmanship. They're making the Packers game plan for Pat Mahomes.
I don't think
and they're gonna
so.
throw Matt Moore out there. If the Chiefs throw Pat Mahomes out there this week, they are stupider than I think that they are.
I think they put him out there if Eric Fisher plays.
Fair enough.
Because he wasn't
honestly,
getting sacked nearly as much with
I
Eric
don't.
Fisher.
Yeah, no, and I don't think that we should have been playing him while Eric Fisher's been out. Cam Irving is a sack of fucking trash.
And we could have beat Denver with Matt Moore.
Yeah.
And I wasn't.
And we did.
Yeah,
Shit.
easily.
I mean, Pat Mahomes didn't play the whole game. And I think at the end of the day, I don't know if it was on the deleted episode or if we got this through on the other episode, but I apologize to Eric Fisher either way.
I think it was on the deleted one.
I think it was too. So, Eric Fisher, I am sorry for talking any type of shit about you over the years.
I think you owe somebody else on that team an apology as well.
Who's that?
Daniel Sorensen.
That
man gets
motherfucker's
There
garbage
we
as
go.
fuck.
There it is.
That motherfucker is... Bro, listen here. Daniel Sorensen is the worst football player I have ever seen in my fucking life that plays in the NFL. Eli Manning could play safety better than Daniel Sorensen. I could play safety better than Daniel Sorensen. EDJ, Ray, Randy could all play safety better than Daniel Sorensen. That motherfucker's in place one time a year. One time.
It's okay, bro.
All right, I just had to get that off my chest because Sorensen is fucking garbage. Whoever did that, yeah, EDJ.
Is that rap? Is that a rap?
No, we got to talk about the Monday night.
Monday Night
unfortunately.
Football.
How do you get through that if you're Booger McFarland and whoever the fuck the other dude is?
Fuck, Tessitore.
Yeah.
Joe Tessitore, the
How
boxing
do you,
guy.
How do you get through that?
Well, how do you get through listening to them on commentary, first of all?
I like Joe Tessitore.
I don't mind him. It's just, he seems so out of place to me in football. Not that he does a bad job or anything. It's just like hearing his voice automatically just makes me think boxing. He was the commentator for all of the fight night games. As always, Friday night fights on ESPN, Wednesday night fights. It's just one of those things. It's like, it's just weird to me hearing him call football.
Well, McFarland is better than Jason Witten. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. Fair
It's
enough.
not very hard, though.
Right.
No, it's not very hard, but he is better than Jason Witten. They need to... John Gruden needs to retire and go back to the booth, please.
Why?
So-
Why do they shit on Monday Night Football so much?
What do you mean?
Like, when do we have a good Monday Night Football game anymore?
I don't know.
Because honestly, thinking of last year, I mean, the only Monday Night Football game I can think of that was worth anything was the Chiefs-Rams game.
Yeah, one of the best Monday night games of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Chiefs play the Chargers Monday Night Football later
That's
on
in
this year.
Mexico, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be at Stadio Azteca.
Estadio.
Estadio.
We'll put it this way, potentially in Mexico.
Yeah, right. We all go on Pittsburgh. Man, Rowdy Ray go on Miami on this
Yes,
one.
sir.
That's bold.
That is very bold. Eric knows.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think Fitzception is going to shock the Steelers.
If they
Fair
couldn't
enough.
beat Washington, did you see how they lost to the Redskins?
I mean, yeah.
Come on.
But, dude, the Steelers are still... They're fucking bad.
Yeah.
They are bad.
They're fucking bad.
Is Mason Rudolph back yet?
I still think he's out.
Yeah, I think he is
Like, 'cause,
too.
bro,
who's the
that
quarterback
concussion.
Who fucking knows?
Fuck, I can't remember his name. God damn it! Don't have me lying. I swear I just heard it too. Starts with like a D or something. Anyway, it fucking relevant. I'm sorry. That like it's just so fucking bad, bro. God damn, like that is like just fucking horrible. Like
quarterback.
the quarterback situation on both fucking sides,
Yeah.
like because fucking Fitzpatrick is some fucking mid, bro.
Did Rosen play or no? Has Rosen played this year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
okay,
a
I
starter
thought so.
for a minute,
I thought
and
so.
then they benched him.
Yeah.
You're trying to go for a fucking tank, bro.
Yeah.
But-
Fuck, man.
Yeah, that's all the NFL picks. But you seen how 245 is unwrapping?
245. Is that the Masvidal Diaz card?
No,
That's
no,
the
no.
next one.
Yeah. That's the end of the year card, December 14th. What is it? Kamaru Usman versus Kobe Covington.
yeah.
Max Holloway versus Volkanovski. And Amanda Nunes versus Jermaine Duran from me.
Shit.
And bro, that's just like the the title fights, right?
Mm-hmm. So they got
'Cause-
3 title fights on that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Because they just added Uriah Faber versus Peter Yan.
I did see that.
And
That's
they
gonna
just
be a good
added
fight.
Aldo versus Moraes.
Dude, how the fuck is he gonna make 35? I saw that last night and was just like, how the fuck is he gonna make? He has trouble making 45.
He had trouble. I think. No, I'm saying like dudes don't want to change their fucking diet. Like they just think, oh, if I eat less, I'll lose the weight. Like no, motherfucker, just change the fucking diet. Go completely like lean with your shit. You got the money to do it, and diet your way down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. It's gonna be interesting to see him get down to 35 though.
Yeah, I hate to say it. It might drain him though.
Mm-hmm.
Low key, he should have went up.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about for years. Him going
Yeah.
to 55, right?
Should've just
I
went to
mean,
55.
why go down to 35 and now? I mean, how old is Aldo now?
About 34. I'd say. Yeah, he's not a spring chicken.
So I mean, it's not like this was 10 years ago dropping down to 35. I think Cejudo really got to him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, Cejudo's just pushing everybody's buttons.
Aldo is funny to me because low key, like, Aldo's kind of like Anderson in that it doesn't take much. Like, if you talk a little bit of shit, like, they kind of get in their feelings about it, you know? And
Actual
it's kind of funny.
factuals.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how it works with Aldo, though.
How it all pans out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a tough matchup for him, though. Marlon Moraes?
Oh, bro, the Magic Man, he is not to be fucked with.
No. And fuck, dude, unless you're Triple C, like, that motherfucker, I don't understand, bro.
Magical.
He really is. He
Nah,
really
bro,
is.
this man legit, he must have got blessed or something like that.
That's a fact. We got Diaz and Masvidal coming up.
Yeah,
That's a
244.
huge fucking fight.
For the BMF title.
November 2nd.
Can't wait.
Man. That's going to be a hell of a fight.
It really is, bro. I know I already like told you who I got, but yeah, I got Masvidal, bro. I
I'm
don't.
surprised.
For real?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, motherfucker. Yeah, get it?
Nice.
All right, yeah.
Nice.
I tried.
I'm thinking Nate is just going to be too much boxing wise standing up. As in just that, you know, the volume that he throws at. I think that's what's going to throw Masvidal off.
I think like no, that's a valid point. Only thing is that I like what Masvidal does. He likes to pot shot in bunches though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nate's used to fighting dudes who just, you know, pot shot, just, you know, one bang, one bang. Masvidal's gonna throw mean like combos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We know Diaz can take it though.
He can.
Yeah.
It's just how much.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, if Conor didn't put him away, I don't think that.
That's the whole thing, though.
Masvidal
That's what I'm
would.
saying. Because, like, he can gauge when that one is coming. Like, Conor
Fair.
kind of shows his hand when that one is coming.
Yeah,
you know
fair
what I'm
enough.
saying?
Fair
And
enough. When he's putting everything into that shot, yeah, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Masvidal, like, you just see, like, you know, a 1-2, bang. You know what I'm saying? And, like, his hits, I don't see Nate stunning Masvidal unless this goes past, like, round 3.
I can see it.
I
feel you.
That's when, like, when he pulls into like, real deep waters.
Yeah.
That's the only way I see Diaz winning it. He's not winning it in the first 3.
I think either way, it's going to be a 5-round war.
You think it's going to be a war?
I think it might go to a decision, and I think Diaz might pull off a submission late, 4th, 5th rounds.
I wouldn't be surprised if I seen it. Like it wouldn't. I'd be like, oh
Right.
damn. I'd be like, yeah, part of course. But nah, I see Masvidal. round 3 TKO. That's how I see it.
Fair.
But it's not like he's not gonna get out of it pretty.
Yeah.
What,
Man, the
Gaslam's
MMA
on that card, bro?
Yeah, the MMA world has been fucking nuts lately.
Yeah, bro.
With the John Jones shit. Tony Ferguson calling out John Jones. I know he's talking about this at work yesterday.
Bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on?
Nah, bro, it was funny as shit though. I ain't gonna lie. John Jones had me laughing. He asked Tony Ferguson if he's feeling suicidal. Like,
Silly.
bro. But on some real, I think Jones is about due for a loss. I think it's coming.
Especially the way he's been fighting.
Yeah, bro. Like he's been he needs somebody to push him to make him fight dangerous again.
Exactly, and I think I was reading yesterday about him wanting, saying there's no like top contender to get my blood going, or something to that effect. And it's just like, I mean, there's plenty of contenders out there. You got Dominic Reyes, you got Johnny Walker, Adesanya's popping all that shit at 185.
Yeah.
I mean,
and these are dudes who match up decently with him size wise. You know what I'm saying? Because Adesanya is 6'4".
Exactly.
Dominic Reyes is like 6'3". Johnny Walker is like 6'4", 6'5", bro.
These are big guys.
These are big men who hit hard. You know what I'm saying?
Very hard.
So, and I think that's what he needs. He needs that good striker matchup because like he's just been going against guys who are just MMA guys. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, look at Anthony Smith. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Smith
He's
is a good striker.
Gus
Gus is a good striker.
Gus was a good striker.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
But like
that's his last 2 fights, isn't it? Oh, Thiago Santos, he's a good striker.
But Thiago
And
Santos,
Thiago Santos was beating him. I mean, I still haven't watched the fight, so I can't talk too much. But from what I've heard, he was kind of whooping him in the stand-up.
it's just like I'm talking about because Thiago Santos is a sloppy striker, right? Same with Anthony Smith. Like Anthony Smith to me is just like a straight up MMA guy. Like you can tell that was like his bread and butter, like MMA. Like that's what he was taught. You know what I'm saying? And Gus is a shell of himself. He's been a shell of himself.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I kind
His
of
last really fight was Glover.
yeah.
It was a long fucking time ago at this point.
That's what I'm saying. So like that's why I kind of look at those last 3 fights in like a weird light.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And good for Santos for actually like pushing Jones a bit, whatever you want to call it. But like he still couldn't get that one shot off. Johnny Walker is so unpredictable. I think he could just like he might just do some wild shit that Jones isn't ready for, or get finished in the first 3 rounds.
I think that's exactly why Adesanya is such an interesting matchup, is because I think he's so unpredictable, especially for Jones.
You know who Jones could possibly be now, bro? He could possibly be like just a shitty version of GSP.
That's exactly kind of how I see him.
Just neutralizing people.
Because at least when GSP was just absolutely, like you said, neutralizing people, he was doing it like, I don't want to say exciting, but somewhat exciting.
He wasn't a dick. You wanted to see him win.
He wasn't a dick, and he was whooping ass. It's kind of like the Patriots. You either hate it or you love it.
Yeah.
Because you're just watching them systematically beat teams. And there's like nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
And that's exactly how GSP's title run was. It was like, it's just, you couldn't beat it. You couldn't stop. You knew the double leg was coming. You can't stop it though.
And literally, you would throw everything at him. Oh, this dude has great wrestling. Get beat. This dude's a great fucking striker. Get beat. This dude can do it all. Gets beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, there was not like you could try to build the perfect MMA fighter to beat GSP, and then you would just have GSP fighting himself.
And at that point, like, it's funny because at that point, it's like nobody even saw GSP as a striker anymore. He was a wrestler.
Exactly.
When he came in,
he was a striker.
He was a striker, yeah.
That was his brand.
He's a black belt in karate.
Was it karate?
Mm-hmm.
Real shit.
I'm pretty sure it's Kyoshin karate.
That's it, yeah. I thought it was yeah. I thought it was Taekwondo, but
No. Kyoshin.
That's a form of karate?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
Anyways, we straying away from the actual point, but
yeah.
because that motherfucker had no wrestling experience, period.
No.
Coming into MMA, so
zero, nada.
I posted a tweet on our Showbanks account. Who's the biggest threat for John Jones? A poll had Dominic Reyes, Johnny Walker, Israel Adesanya, and other. And the response that we got back from the other was John Jones. And I thought that was interesting because how did I not think of that when I was posting that? How did I not think of John Jones being one of the biggest threats for
I thought
John
that
Jones?
motherfucker was asleep.
I thought he was asleep too. This motherfucker pulled a real Measy move right there.
Dead ass. This man said, yeah.
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 But when I saw that, I was just like, how the fuck did I not think of that? And Other is winning, and I'm assuming that's all for people that's voting for Jon Jones. 50% for Other, 33% say Izzy, 17% say Johnny Walker. No one says Dominic Reyes.
God damn.
Yeah. There's only 6 votes so far. But
I mean, yeah. Fair enough.
But I kind of see it as that. I kind of see the biggest threat for Jon Jones kind of being like in that order: Izzy, Johnny Walker, and then Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll see that Adesanya matchup for another year, maybe 2 years.
I disagree because I think if he beats Paulo Costa, I think they'll push it.
You think so?
Who is there for Jon Jones to fight?
I mean,
From a promoter standpoint, I want to make that matchup ASAP. Especially that they've already planted the seeds talking shit back and forth. If I'm Dana White, I am pushing for that matchup. I am trying to set that up any way possible, as quick as possible.
fair enough.
Just because there's nobody. And, even Jon Jones is recognizing that there is no one for him to fight. But at the same time, I think that he needs to keep that same energy with wanting to build up a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like he's really promoting anything.
Exactly, bro. It takes 2 to tango.
But I think that pretty much wraps up the show. We hadn't got on MMA in a while. We needed to talk a little bit of MMA. We'll have more MMA stuff coming up, especially with these big fights coming up here at the end of the year. But for everybody here, check us out on our social media. We got the Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook you can check us out at. We're getting back on SoundCloud today. That'll be, this will come out a few days from now. So we'll be back on SoundCloud. So check us out on SoundCloud and YouTube. For EDJ, Roddy Ray, and my man Rated R. Randy. Strobanks out!